better, man.
Yeah.
Because
That's good.
it's
But how are you,
it's
sir?
so stupid.
How are
Yeah, I'm
you
good, man.
doing?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
good. That's good
yeah,
to hear.
I see you're the
yeah.
same
How are you
same
guys?
same age as me. I can see. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh,
Yeah,
same age as
You're
oh,
29.
oh, we're all
We're
29. There you
all
go.
29.
There you go.
all pushing 30, all receding hairlines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
is it? Is it?
I,
Wait, hang on. Right,
Nice.
right. So yeah, I'm
No,
29 going on 40.
it's a sign of a man, bro. It's a sign of a man.
Son of a man.
It's a sign of a man, bro. Having
Weird
hair
thing
down
is, I'm
here and
hairy
don't
everywhere
having it
else.
up here.
Weird thing is, I'm
Yeah,
hairy everywhere
exactly.
else. I'm hairy everywhere else. Just,
Exactly.
tell you what my mum calls me because I've got, I can grow my beard like all the way down to here. My mum calls me upside down head.
offset.
Yeah, my mum calls me upside down. I got no hair here, and I can get a very great beard here. She calls me upside down head.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a couple of years. I'll be on your level. I'll be on your manliness level.
So how are you doing, sir? You having a good day?
Yeah,
Had a good week?
I'm having a I'm having a great day, man. Talking to people around the world.
Hey,
But
we
yeah,
gotta unite. We gotta unite
yeah, exactly,
between
exactly, man.
hatred and stuff like that. There's no point.
Did you just
Yeah,
cut that hatred and yeah, just stuff like that?
No, it's just
Cut that.
hatred.
yeah,
There's nothing between hatred and love. It's either love or hatred. You know?
yeah,
Whose
man.
sold
It's
your
a
house was
duality.
this?
It's a duality, man. And you know, and to be honest,
Exactly.
and that's my point of view, and I would highly encourage you to seek it out as well. That's the my really point of view is like that duality. It stands between good and evil, and that really means, in my opinion, and you might not like this, but I highly encourage you to research it. Like it really depends between like following God's path, like the path of light, or following the path of like Satanism, because that's
I mean,
the
like,
people that's controlling all this hate and all these wars. That are those are
I
Satanists,
mean,
you know.
like for example,
And
I'm not. I'm gonna assume that you may or may not agree with this, but I've studied evolutionary biology. One thing that I've
mm,
learned is that everyone all came from Africa. We all originated from Africa. All humans
yeah,
originated
that
from
yeah,
Africa. So
hmm
where's the division?
Where's it
You
defined?
know, where's the division? Like where does
Yeah, division,
yeah?
sorry.
Because we all originated from
well, oh,
Africa anyway. So
yeah, but like, what does that matter?
It
exactly. No,
doesn't
What
that was
like
my
exactly.
point. That was my point.
Exactly. you
ah
just
yeah
proved your
yeah.
point.
We're all family. We're all family. That's
Hey,
that's
you're
the
my
whole thing.
brother to
That's
me.
what everyone doesn't. That's the whole thing that everyone doesn't like. Even an evolutionist would believe that we all came from the same one point, one exit point, one entry point to say
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
all came from one thing, basically.
Well,
Even if you don't believe in the
we
Big
we
Bang,
start we
it's
start
all
from
concentrated.
we start from microorganisms, then fish, and then we went out from there and spread out. And then after that, like when it came to humans, we got the Australopithecus and
But yeah,
Homo
well,
erectus and stuff like
even
that.
if you, yeah, yeah, I know, I had it in school. But
Yeah.
like, even if you believe those steps, because I don't believe those steps, I believe in
Okay.
micro
Are you
evolution.
talking
Like,
more religion?
No.
well,
He's
No,
talking.
no,
No.
no,
No.
no,
He
no,
wasn't.
both,
no, no.
both.
Sorry, sorry.
What,
Both.
the point I was
Both.
making, was that even if you either believe in religion or in the creation aspect, or you believe in the aspect of evolution with microorganisms becoming the in both aspects, we're all family. So all this
Right.
hatred and racism is stupid from both aspects.
We all bleed red.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I
exactly.
I,
Yeah,
mean?
man.
I generally thought he was going to come out with something
No,
stupid.
no,
Then.
no, no, no. When it comes to this stuff, you know,
Please, sir, I'm going to quickly whack my light on because it's starting to get a bit dim where I am now. Hang on.
when it comes
Yeah,
to this stuff, you know, it's very delicate. You know, you don't want to be too offensive, you know, or too, you know, offensive. But it's
yeah,
good to meet in the middle, and that's how it
yeah, man.
is.
Yeah,
It
man. The
just,
middle, the golden middle ground. That's the
yeah,
best. That's the
exactly,
best thing that there
exactly.
is.
It doesn't matter what religion, you know. It's
It,
just
if
all
if
we
we want to talk
all.
religion though, the one people that I do not I can't say I don't like, but one thing I don't like about certain religions is the ones that try and force it against you. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like there's like for
Forcing,
example, like
forcing, is
you have like
forcing
what
is
they call
illegal.
them Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your door and stuff like that. It's like no, if
But I would
if
say
it's
that's not
true, if
forcing.
it's true, you don't need to knock on people's doors.
Well, I think it does. Um, because there's a lot of propaganda and counter acting going on. Like I believe, and
Yeah, of course,
I
of
Yeah,
course,
obviously
of
you
course.
don't,
yeah.
you don't, but that evolution, for example, is a counter, um,
Balance.
um, basically a psyop, basically a
Okay.
psychological operation on the people to make them not believe in God, to make them, you know,
I mean, I'll
believe
give
that life is all about individualism, all about being an animal-like body and following your animal-like
I'll,
desires.
I'll,
Like that's a very big thing that's being pushed right now.
I'll,
Like everyone's
No,
doing it in the West.
I'll give you a very good example. Obviously, I'm an atheist, but technically, according to Richard Dawkins, which he's the biggest atheist you could ever think of,
Yeah,
technically,
I saw a lot of him.
yeah, technically, we're agnostic because prove we can't prove
Yeah,
there isn't
yeah,
one.
yeah.
You've heard of this, haven't
Hmm,
you?
hmm.
We
And
can't prove it.
that, and yeah, and people who think like that, I would respect more,
Yeah.
because I would hope that people like that would pick up a Quran and read it. Because what I've seen is that a lot of evolutionists, and I'm not talking about you, but a lot of my friends actually were evolutionists. Uh, uh, they think that like our science has ruled that it's true, and we believe the scientists, and whatever you say, like it's just
yeah.
hocus pocus, fairy tale from the past, like, and they would not read one letter that I would have to offer them. Like there's insight here that you might find,
I mean,
and to be honest, like I have found way more insights in religious texts to
I
how
mean,
humans
like
work, to
like
how the history actually
I mean,
works.
like in the Quran, you can cherry pick things, and like you've
Mhm.
got certain things that are really bad,
Yeah.
and certain things that are really good. Like I don't want to mention it, but there's certain things in the Quran that are really, really bad. But obviously, you don't
I
believe in
would
that. I'm assuming.
no, I do. I believe in the 100% of the Quran, and I would encourage you to look those things up that you have in your mind about the Quran. Look them up and see them in context, because I will guarantee you 100% there is no mistake in the Quran, and there is no injustice in the Quran.
Okay,
God is
so
100% just.
what happens if you um stop believing in the Quran and you stop believing in that religion? What happens? What's the penalty for that?
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
in that
No, that's
case,
good. That's
in that
good.
case, you would go against your creator.
That's what I'm
Someone
just
has
saying. Yeah.
created
For
you.
example, that's what I
And
meant
yeah,
by
yeah, yeah.
cherry
So
picking.
let me explain. So you would be going against your creator because someone has created. Like it would be unfair. It would be unfair against your creator, because like our God, our name for God is Allah, which means the
Allah. Yeah.
It
only
means
one
God.
that's
Yeah.
worthy of worship. No, it means literally the only
Mm.
one that's worthy of worship,
All right.
the only one that's worthy of worship, because he is the most high. He is the one that everyone depends on. Like this is also something that a lot of philosophers have talked about that everything in the universe is dependent. Its existence is dependent on the one who has created everything, the one independent. So everything has a lifespan, everything has a beginning and an end. There's only one thing that has created the Big Bang, that has created the universe, that has initiated, which is uncreated, which is unborn, which is limitless, which is not bound by time, space, which is not bound by anything.
That's true.
And that's the one. That's the one
I
who is
mean,
the
like,
only one worthy of worship.
like,
Without him, reality could not exist. Because I am born from someone. That someone is born from someone. Someone is born from someone. When we go to the first one, where did that first one come from? Where did that Big Bang was initiated? Something had to initiate it. If that something does not exist,
why did I
then
have
we
to?
do not
Why
exist.
did I have to? Why did I have to?
because we can only depend on logic and reason. That's the only that's the only faculties we have to make sense of the world. For logic and reason tell us that if something came before it, that something needs to have started it all, which was
Why did something have
with,
to become before it? Why couldn't it just be infinite the whole time?
because infinity does not exist. Because if we go back into an infinite regress, then the point in time where we're at now would not be able to exist, because
Time only
something has to
happens in
start it.
Earth, by the way. Time only happens in Earth because it's only the distinction between the Earth and the movement with the sun. That's the only time. For example,
No,
if we go like 6 billion light years down the line,
time would
we
be
can see the
different.
right. Why is
Time
that
would be
different?
different, but it would
Why is
still
that different?
exist.
I'm not arguing, by the way. I'm having a little debate, by the way. I thought I'd tell you.
Time would have different, would feel differently to us if we go to another planet.
Right,
But
like
like we might even age differently. What the theories that they have about
I
that.
mean,
But still, time
yeah.
exists.
I mean, like
Time still exists.
for example, if we went 100 well, I don't know, what would be like a million light years down the line, they had a big, massive
Hmm.
telescope to look down that telescope and they look at Earth. Do you know what they'll see? Dinosaurs, because that's how the
Yeah,
speed
I
of
know.
light works.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's
yeah, I
why
know.
we can't. Like for I know I'm going a bit into depth here, but that's why maybe we can't see aliens, for example, because we just can't see them yet. They may be there, but we just can't see them yet because of the speed of light
Yeah,
into our eyes.
yeah. We only have the observable universe, and the whole universe might be way bigger than that. But that's what I'm telling you. The only thing we have to depend on is logic and reason. And for everything that we have gathered, for everything that we know and have gathered, like you don't need to know about space travel to know about God. Like 1,000 years ago, they could make this same arguments that we are making now based on logic and reason, just by thinking about where do I come from, where do my parents come from, where do they come from, where did it all start. Something must have started it all, something must be in control of all, something must have designed all of this. There is literally design in everything we see around us and in our own bodies. You can see the meticulous design. It's not a
like
coincidence. One more thing,
yeah, that's fine.
coincidence does not exist. If I throw this glass to the ground
You are correct
an
there. You are
infinite
correct.
amount of times,
Yeah.
it will never turn back into this glass.
Right.
It's design.
Um.
My phone has been designed by someone.
I mean, like
Someone has made
for
a
example,
manufacturer. A manufacturer has made this remote.
do you know you
Like
could probably say
everything has a
how
design.
can the universe be made from nothing? I mean, a lot of people have said that. How can something be made from nothing? I can
Yes.
explain that to you.
Okay.
Imagine matter and antimatter. You put them together, it makes
Hmm.
nothing. Reverse that,
Hmm.
nothing, matter, antimatter. Bang. That's basically
What's
how it works.
The black hole.
and what would be the what would be
The cause? Why does
the
everything have to
event?
be the
Yes.
cause? So
Well, something must initiate the action.
what is the meaning of
There must be a
mountains?
reason.
What is the color of jealousy? What is the meaning of green? Some questions
Well,
we don't need answers
no,
to.
no. Yes, they do. Because some things are grounded in reality, and other things are like questions that you just asked me now are grounded in absurdism. And when we go to absurdism, then you can ask all kind of questions like, "Are we even alive? Why would you even discuss this if I don't even know if you exist? Maybe you're a figment of my imagination." Like then we go into absurdism, and that's not beneficial for anyone. So we only deal in what's beneficial and what will guide us towards truth and towards reality
So what you're saying is
and towards
stuff like that
a reason. A
it's all to
reason.
do with the human emotion. So it's what we feel. It doesn't matter about what we feel. It's what's actually happening. Oh, it's going by humans. By what the humans think. Doesn't matter what the humans think. It's exactly what's happening.
Well,
The
and that's the
humans
problem.
think
But
this.
that's the
Humans think
problem.
that.
That's
Doesn't
the
matter.
problem. That's the problem. The only way that you can discern what's reality or not reality is by our own brain. That's the whole dilemma.
It's all
We
in
are
there.
not God.
I'm gonna quickly go for a piss anyway. 2 seconds.
And
Let
well,
me
well
sit there and
yeah. Well,
talk for a minute.
guys,
Yeah, you just go for
I'm
it.
gonna. I think. Yeah. All right. All right.
No, you carry on. No, you carry on, please. Please carry on, please.
Yeah, ask me a question.
Oh,
What? Let me ask you a question. What do you believe?
but I believe
Yeah, are you atheist, agnostic,
I'm
Christian, Muslim?
is is atheist open-minded. I'm very open-minded. I don't judge.
Atheist, atheist would be like no God, basically. That's what it means in
Okay.
Greek. Like
So
no
what would
worshiping to any god.
be the equation of me thinking there's something there
Mhm.
and there's a possibility of something not being there?
That's agnostic. So like I
Agnostic.
don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So like you don't know. But what does your feeling tell you?
Recently, I've been very religiously recently, and I
Okay,
feel like there's something there.
I only went to the toilet.
okay.
But at the same
So
time, I feel everything I've prayed to this so-called God,
mm,
it's never been returned back. Answers. Oh, sorry.
You can still talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
No, I meant you can still
Oh,
talk. Just sit
oh.
here, bastard.
But
You can
no,
still talk. There you go.
like it's like I could be, I could be one like a week. I could be. I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
I could
And
be
then
free, I
next
could be
week,
Yeah.
blue, I could be purple, I could be everything I could be, but anything in my life.
but like next
Yeah.
next week, I could be like, there's a God.
You
There
feel
is
the
a
warmth, and
form
yeah,
of a God. I can't say
I
what
understand.
what he looks like or she, he, what it could be
Camera's gone
any.
fuzzy, hang on. Two
But
secs.
okay,
There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
that's a nice trick. That's a good trick.
But no, it's one of those subjects. It's a very delicate subject. Very
I
delicate.
want to ask you something. I want to ask you something. Like, if you think about God, um, what would you think that would entail? Like, not exactly what we would look like, because you can't imagine what God would look like, right? It's not like God is a man or an animal
Yeah.
or someone who has like for example, we reject the Christian idea of God having a son, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
Like
no, no.
that's
The,
crazy.
the, the
That's a
Jewish do the
human
same
thing.
thing, don't they? The Jewish say the same thing. The Jewish say that Jesus didn't exist, or they say that Jesus,
Oh,
or something about that.
yeah. Well, they reject Jesus completely because they say he wasn't even a prophet.
Yeah.
They say that he was just like a madman or something, or they call him all kinds of names
Which
that I
I would
wouldn't
say
repeat.
from the start, anyways. But yeah.
Exactly, atheist point of view, anyways,
Yeah.
for all prophets I know, but just to give you the differences between them, like the Jews reject, like accept all the prophets up to Jesus. Like, and then you have the Christians, they accept all the prophets including Jesus, but they even make Jesus into a god or into a son of God. So they go even a step further than just thinking him as a human who came with a message. They think he's actually like the son of God. And then you have Muslims who believe in all the prophets including Jesus, including Muhammad,
So, as in,
peace
like the
be upon them.
prophets, it means like the first Bible, like
No,
as in.
no. Prophet means that
Sorry.
No, prophet means someone sent them down
Ah,
to actually
okay,
Yes.
okay.
spread the
Sorry.
word of their religion, basically.
Yes.
Okay,
A
sorry
prophet
about
is
that.
just a
Sorry.
human who was chosen by God to spread the message of God. And the message has always remained the same. The message has always been believe in one God. That's always been the message. And it's very logical because, as I said, everything that exists is dependent on the one.
Can I ask
One
one
is
thing
all
though?
and all is one.
Why is
Mhm.
yours correct and the rest aren't?
Because
Oh, that's a
the
good.
other,
No,
All
sorry.
right.
That's very
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah,
No, that's very
yeah,
good.
it's
That's
good. It's good.
very
It's
good.
good.
All
Yeah.
No.
right. All right. Fucking hell.
Yeah. I'll explain because we believe that
The fact you just said
every religion.
believe. I, well, before you say
Yeah,
anything,
we,
did you know the word
mhm.
believe means there's doubt?
No, yeah, no,
It
no,
depends. No.
If no, if you
because
say you
believe
know, then that's the difference. For
no.
example, do you believe that you're a male? No, you know you're a male.
well, that's semantics, but
Semantics, yeah.
belief belief can be both. Belief can be both. And that's the difference. We have faith with evidence. And that's the difference between, for example, Christianity, for example, Judaism, because there is faith without evidence. Like I will give you examples. So what we believe and know is that
There you go.
all religions from Adam, the first man, he was a
Adam and
prophet.
Eve. It's
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
So he
yeah,
was the first man and he was a prophet. He came with a message, same as Noah, same as Solomon, same as David, same as all the prophets that came in the timeline. All right. So they all came with a message to spread that everyone should believe in one God and worship the one God. That's it. Don't worship
yeah.
anything else. Worship the one God. And then what did people do between the messengers? Like the message came, the messenger was there, the messenger died. The people after the messenger started corrupting the message, started changing the message, like you see with the Bible today.
Yeah.
The Bible today is a work of 40 different people, and that's excluding all the editing they did afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's been heavily modified by humans. The message has been corrupted. So God came with a new messenger to re-establish the message, to do away with the corruption, and to come with new rules, because humanity has also progressed in the timeline. Humanity has learned more, has been able to deal with more, and so new rules also came. So that's why Jesus also came with a new covenant, but he never broke the old covenant. He was
Yeah.
there to
There is.
reestablish. He,
I was going to say there is
he was
one.
there to reestablish.
I was going to say there is one thing which I can completely destroy the Noah's Ark thing. There is 6.8 million different types of spiders. That one type of spider would sink the Noah's Ark. That one type of that one, just the spiders on its own would sink Noah's Ark. Now it's two of
Which
every
is,
species and just the spiders on its
yeah.
own would sink the Noah's Ark.
That's the thing. It's
Well,
a very,
I don't know. I don't.
very
I don't. I don't
subtle.
know about the exact story about Noah's Ark from the biblical
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Like I don't know those details. But our perspective is a bit different. The like also the biblical perspectives of like the Earth is 6,000 years old. Like
Oh
those are
yeah.
also
Please don't tell
perspective. Like
me
those
either
those.
that.
But those kind of no, those kind of things are unscientific. Like I'm telling you that the Quran is 100% in line with science today. I'll repeat that. The Quran is 100% in line with science today. I will tell you even that science from 50 years ago that was wrong, that is proven correct today, has already been in the Quran.
Could I ask
Like
one?
how mountains have yes, of course.
No,
Go ahead.
no, you carry on. No, you carry on. Carry on.
No, no, no. Ask,
Um,
ask, 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 please.
the Quran.
Quran.
Quran, sorry. What
Mhm.
side of the religion, like, could you?
There's only one thing. Quran is the
No, but you know what I mean, like
well, no,
the
it's only one religion. The Quran is basically their side.
Yes, yes.
It's their Bible.
So, so I was finishing my point about the timeline and why
yeah,
we believe that our religion is the true one. So so God came with a new message. Like I was with Jesus. Um so Jesus came with a new covenant, but he didn't break the old one. So it was always to reestablish the old message and to come with new rules. Now we believe in all the messengers, including Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet Muhammad. We believe that he was the final prophet, the seal of the prophethood.
There's like a big
So he was
box,
there.
isn't there, from where he was meant to be, wasn't there? I can't remember where it's to.
it's
It's somewhere. I can't
What do
remember.
you mean?
It's like that.
it's the square.
Yeah,
It's the
the
square.
square thing. I can't remember what
Oh,
it's called.
you mean in Mecca?
Yeah,
You
that's
mean
Yeah,
it,
the
Mecca. Yeah,
Kaaba?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's an ancient praying area. That's from way back, from way back from the prophethood. It's ancient,
can I also say one
and
thing?
yes, yeah.
Um, everything that hasn't been proved, say
Hmm.
like a million years down the line, it's always been proved. For example, a very long time ago, the Vikings, we used to see like Like the eclipse. The Vikings used to smash
Hmm.
their shields, thinking it was a wolf eating the sun, smashing the shields.
Yeah.
Just happened to be
Hmm.
moved out the way. Now we know that's not the case. We know that's a total
Yes.
eclipse.
Yeah,
I know,
happening with
Yes.
I
COVID.
know.
So
There's been a
so
lot of things that we've been proven slowly, but constantly
yes,
proven.
and I'm telling you that the book from 1400 years ago, revealed to mankind by a man in the desert who could not read or write, the Prophet Muhammad. And
So
this is
wait. So,
established by
why do you
science. This is
trust it if they
this
can't
is
read or
established.
write? Why do you trust
This
it
is
from?
established by science. I'm telling you,
Oh, okay.
this
Sorry.
is established by science, by historians, secular European historians have concluded, because there is first-hand reports. These are not just like, oh, it's in the Quran, so it's true. No, we have first-hand reports from all the people that were there, who have reported these events, that they have seen and that they have witnessed, like thousands of people, not just one or two,
Witness.
thousands of people, witnesses, who have been reported by name. We know their father's name, their mother's name, their grandparents, their lineage. We know their children.
It is in the
We know
Bible.
what they did in their life. we know
Kind of,
we
yeah.
know all the details, and this has been narrated from the time of the prophet through a chain of narrators, and this chain, so from 1400 years ago until now, this message has been orally transferred and written down. Besides the Quran, I'm
Did
telling
you
you,
say
so
there's
all the
proof?
things that happened there, yes,
Oh, there's
events that
proof.
have happened there.
The most biggest
I'm
scientific discovery. There's actually proof. There's actually
I'm
proof.
being serious.
Let's,
I'm being
you
serious.
understand what I'm
I'm
trying
being
to say?
I'm
If
being
there is
serious.
proof,
No,
I'm,
yeah.
then everyone will
listen,
believe you.
listen, listen, listen. I told you in the beginning of this conversation that I have friends that did exactly this. As soon as I tell them that there's evidence that you can look up, they ridicule. And you know why?
Oh, okay,
Because
okay,
of
okay.
fear. Because of fear of what they might find. I'm
I'm
telling
not
you.
scared.
I'm telling you. This is the devil that's pulling on you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's just it. I have seen it with my
If you
own eyes.
showed me
But
proof,
look,
then I would
this
believe.
evidence. Yes, I'm telling you what it is, and I'm telling you that you can look it up. I'm telling you that this is a chain of narration of thousands of people that have listen. This chain is more hard evidence than most of the history that you have learned about your own people. I'm telling you, you only have in like history about England, for example.
No.
We have a lot of reports, a
No,
lot of history about England, for example, and about the kings. A lot of reports are like one document, one report about what he saw in battle, one person. We don't even know his name. We don't know his
I
lineage.
know a
In
lot. For
our Islamic
example,
history, Islamic history, we know the names of the people who narrated it,
yeah.
the names of people who were there, their family, whether they were trustworthy people or not, and the chain that goes 1400 years until now through multiple chains, not just one chain. It's multiple thousands of
it's
chains
like you would
that
say
go
it's
through
like
people,
15
and we
years.
know every people. We know every person in that chain that delivered the message, whether they were trustworthy, who their father was, who their mother was, who their family was, what kind of status they had in their
And
community.
then before that, it came to
1400
the
years. There is,
Babylonians.
there
And
is,
then it went.
there
Everyone
is
from there,
very,
from that side of the country, all went to the Babylonians. So from the Babylonians, they weren't the same people. They were different sorts of people. So from the Babylonians, he went all the way over to one side of the country, and as I said, we all originated from Africa. But yeah, from there, it went from the Babylonians, and it spread it out so much. For example, if I turned around and said, "How are you doing?" Ben has glasses. Billion years down the time, Ben has asses. You know, it's Chinese
yes,
whispers.
and that's why
Yes,
there's six. Uh,
but
this is a science. I'm telling you, this is a science. Like I'm telling you, the scientific method was made by Muslims. It's made by Muslims. Algebra made algebra for you. Like I'm telling you these things. Like, you're telling me like I'm like we're some cave people who believe in fairy
no,
tales. I
no,
know
no.
because my friends did this to me too. I know the reaction that comes up when you're dealt with these evidences. But
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you look this up, if you're truly
I'm here with
curious
someone.
about what life all is about,
okay.
then look these things up. I'm telling you. I'm just
No,
telling you, if you're truly curious,
I totally agree.
because
You know, there's
you know about the duality, you know about
yeah,
good and bad,
no,
and you know
exactly.
that
There's you know, there's
The Satan worshippers, the Satan worshippers want you to just believe in your animal body and in
yeah,
your animal
no,
instincts.
no, yeah.
They don't want you to be a higher being. They don't want you to have that soul.
They want to
They
keep
don't
you
want
in
you to
that
have that.
state. They want to keep you in that state and all that. But no, I totally agree with you, sir. But
I
no,
would
it's
highly encourage you guys to look some videos about this because I'm not telling you this out of my own head.
no,
I've
no, no.
researched this
I
and it's
totally
all
agree.
evidence that
I
you can look
totally
up.
agree.
You can look up 1400 years of scientific research of first-hand reports. It's the
I am
most
probably going to smoke now.
comprehensive reporting of all history. Like there is nothing more comprehensive. The evidence